Hi guys, this is Cheyenne with Sugar Moon. How you guys all doing? I hope that you guys are all having a beautiful day, night, wherever you guys may be, and I hope that you guys are taking care of your energy as such. Today it is Friday, so happy Friday to everybody. Today I'm going to be doing a general reading, so I think this will be for the twin flames for sure, but it can be for whoever is watching. It can also be from star seeds if you identify with that term. What are star seeds? They are beings or souls that were incarnated here from many different solar systems or places or planets. It could also be from here on earth, but you are an individual that has had many lifetimes. It is not your first go around here. So if you feel like you identify with being an old soul or just have many different lifetimes experiencing different things, many different areas, environments, like say for instance, Pleiades, Sirius, Starseeds, right? Arcturians. We also have Atlantis starseeds as well that come in view. I also see ancient Kemet, people who identify with Egypt before we know what it is now. So it can be anybody who just wants to come by, or twin flames who are in a higher dimensional or higher vibrational type of relationship or bond. Okay, so mind you, don't stress so much about the labels here on this channel. I'm not someone that stresses too much on labels in general. Okay, it is just temporary things that we call it for now. It has been called many different things over many different lifetimes, so let's not worry about, the whole outer layer of things. So just today I woke up feeling quite different. We have Mars that went direct, which was last week, and then this week we had a situation where we had the Scorpio new moon on Sunday last week, and then also we had Mercury finally leaving its shadow phase and going into full direct. Now people were celebrating a little bit too early, okay, in my opinion, about how Mercury went direct. It was like, but remember, we have a shadow phase before and after that lasts for about 2 weeks. So you could be feeling quite a shift from feeling quite heavy to even more lightness, or if you feel like there's a lot more work to do on the inside, as far as inner work goes, you are definitely starting to feel a little bit of that weight if you feel like you have to make some changes within your life. Okay, so depending on what part you are on the journey, and depending on how sensitive you are to the world, because of the worldly things that are going on, normally don't like to address too much of what's going on currently in the world as far as that goes. As far as like outer appearance, I like to keep it more spaced at home and focusing on yourself, okay, more so than the 3D world. But we do have to acknowledge that the 3D world is there, and that there are certain things that are happening within this world that is affecting, reality, or like how we see things. Can't be ignorant to what is going on in the world, but it's also important not to put too much emphasis or stress onto it to the point where you feel like you are losing you're losing it, or you feel like you are losing yourself in a way. Okay, so I feel like tomorrow, when I'm filming this is on Friday, right? But tomorrow on Saturday is going to be the Sagittarius season starting, as well as the planet Venus, which represents the divine feminine within us, is moving to the planet, moving to the house of Scorpio, my bad. So we're going into a fire season sign, kind of similar to that. The use of fire will probably be pretty big if you were going into Sagittarius season, but it represents the 9th house. You could be seeing a lot of 9s, 999, 909, 911, okay, different types of 9s, which represents the almost near completion of a cycle. It also is the number for the divine feminine, okay, so a big emphasis on the divine feminine and the journey within that. There's a lot of transformation happening for the divine feminine collective. I've been feeling this for the past couple of seasons, or just months in general, that there has been a big theme of the divine feminine coming into his or her power, as well as realizing and letting go and shedding off old layers from the past has been a big theme, right? I always talk about that within this journey, but I feel like right now more than ever, especially going into almost the 12/12 portal in December, right? So we just passed the 11/11 portal. I feel like the 12/12 portal is going to be quite important when we do go into that next month. All right, so pay attention to that. Okay, but I also feel like since Venus is also going to be in the house of Scorpio, it's not like we're definitely getting rid of that Scorpio energy. It's still following us, so you can't really run away from your shadow work, is what Spirit is saying. There's no running from shadow work or running away from yourself at this point. Now you're being you have to face yourself basically in the mirror. It's that point right now where Spirit's asking for people to really look at themselves in the mirror and really address what is going on. What is your truth? What is your authenticity? Okay, what is it that you're running away from as far as yourself, as far as from others? Divine masculine energy that I'm feeling more so, they're going through a massive transformation as well, okay? But Spirit has been asking me, as much as I love to dive into what the Divine Masculine is doing, they're saying that there's an emphasis on really paying attention to yourself and balancing out those energies within yourself first before worrying about something outside of yourself. Does that make sense? So it's like a friendly reminder of practicing self-care and self-love, and to focus back on yourself at the end of the day. It's cool and all to share that energy and to send energy and to focus on your counterpart as well, okay? Much love to them, send them love. But also Spirit saying, I'm asking you to please put that energy and that love back into yourself at this current point in time if you need to. If not, if you feel like you're already good in that department, start sharing that love outwardly with yourself as well as others in order to help bring vibrations up for other people, okay? But however, it is not your responsibility, nor is it expected of you in order to heal others if you feel like that is not your life purpose, or if you feel like you're not being called to that. It's just, I'm talking to people who are starseeds, or people who feel like they feel guided to share their lights as well as help heal others in many different ways, not just physical but spiritually. All right, so I feel that shift. I feel like more clarity has hit my crown chakra. I heard a ring in my left ear. I've been experiencing quite a bit of ascension symptoms as far as that goes, like a lot of ascension symptoms within the body. Spirit is saying that if you can, try yoga or meditation, or try some forms of an outlet, a physical outlet that you can, all right? Even Tai Chi, they said, okay, that doesn't, for my older viewers, people who can't really move their body that, you know, roughly as they would when they were younger, like different forms of Tai Chi or meditation or yoga would be very beneficial right now for you guys, okay? Especially for those that feel like there's restrictions right now going on in the world and they can't visit like certain gyms or areas or just certain places, okay? You can always practice that within your space or within your home, okay? So Spirit is just asking for a big shift within change. Now today I'm going to see if I'm going to tap into the Divine Feminine energy. So what deck do you want me to use first and foremost? Okay, so they want me to use the Energy Oracle. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and knock out old energy from past previous readings. Wow, so door to Spirit could be seeing doves or feathers as a sign or synchronicity from Spirit that they're around. Oh my goodness, guys. It's like I forgot how to even... Also, I've been getting a lot of energy from the Magician as well as High Priestess energy. So I feel like Divine Feminine, Divine Masculines, you guys are like coming into your power. I see the Divine Feminine as a High Priestess, someone who's very knowledgeable, and it also has a lot of occult knowledge, as well as esoteric knowledge in general. But it could also be someone who's just very intuitive, or someone that uses their intuition predominantly as far as life goes. But I'm also feeling like the Divine Masculines are like, they're getting into some form of alchemy, or they're alchemists, or they're getting past life visions or memories, or just they're remembering their powers and their gifts that they had from many different lifetimes. I'm also seeing the word warrior. I'm also seeing the word, like if you were associated with war, your Divine Masculine has some form of past life trauma regarding war at this time. Okay, wow, that popped out. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, love this. So Archangel, yes, Archangel Chamuel, third chakra. Okay, that is the solar plexus, I feel. So a lot of solar plexus activations, which is a lot of that, I feel like Leo type of energy. I'm getting Leo. Doesn't mean you have to be a Leo. It just means I'm feeling more so that energy with all this gold coming through, which is important because the golden core, or the core that's within you, that solar plexus, that definitely needs to be cleared out, because that is where we store a lot of fear-based mentality or programming within our solar plexus, okay? How we view ourselves, especially for the world, okay? So it's like that inner confidence that we deal with, or self-worth, is very important. So Archangel Chamuel is definitely helping within this journey for the both of you, okay? Because I didn't ask specifically for Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine, it just kind of came out. You could be seeing 10s or 1010 or 1001, which is you guys are definitely closing out a cycle. You're saying goodbye to the past and you're entering a brand new doorway and you're about to enter this new beginning. 3 and 4, you could be seeing 3s, which is 333 or 444, ascended masters as well as angelic beings. Confirmation right here that they are helping you within this journey and that you're not alone. You could be also seeing butterflies. You could be seeing owls as well as signs and synchronicities. That is that high priestess energy that I was just referring to earlier, okay? But they're getting past life remembrance of who they were and what their power was. Abundance is also flooding your way as well, or getting rid of that lack mentality, feeling like you're less than or not worthy of this abundance has been releasing and letting go. And if you have been working towards that, you are just around the corner for receiving this, okay? So I just heard right around the corner. So happy family. This is if you want like a happy home life, your finances may not have been too hot, or maybe there's some disruption within the family life or whatnot. I feel like there's a lot of balance or center grounding that's coming back into this connection. A lot of divine masculine ascended masters are coming through as well. Okay, and then this, if you're seeing rainbows, that it is a constant synchronicity and a reminder that you are on the right path and that there is this abundance that is heading your way. You're just about to hit the end of that rainbow. Okay, and it's also like that note that after a storm there's always some sunshine and rainbows, right? But that storm is necessary, are needed in order to clear out old energies in order for us to receive this, right? If we didn't, we wouldn't have rainbows if we didn't have rain. So patience. Okay, so patience is a virtue for sure. Also, patience definitely will pay off in the end, especially if you've been working hard towards something or a goal in particular. Knock out old energy. Wow, guys, there's an owl after I just said that. So, okay, you could be seeing a lot of owls right now. Also, the number 33 is coming out. So, chaos and conflict, truth be told. So, a lot of truths are being revealed right now, especially the psyche, I feel more so. Like, Spirit is saying that we are trying to show you signs also within your dreams. So, pay attention to your dreams because we're helping to clear out your psyche and your emotional state and kind of working around that within your energy right now within the dream state. So if you're having wonky dreams or just dreams that you can't really understand what the hell is going on, or it's just certain dreams that are kind of wonky, or even you might interpret them as nightmares, Spirit said, but you are releasing certain forms within your emotional state or energy that needs to be gone. Okay, so just letting you know, especially if you're experiencing ascension symptoms, okay, like Kundalini. Ooh, so we have message in the bottle. Wow. So 15 could reduce to a 6. You could be seeing a lot of 6s. Okay, there is a phone that's ringing. It could be a message. It could be a calling, a purpose, maybe a calling to you answering the call to your life's purpose or what you're meant to do here in this world. Okay, I'm also hearing rainbow star seeds are a big theme too that are coming through. A lot of births of children or the new souls that are coming through in order to help raise the vibration of this planet, which is so necessary at this time. You could also be seeing starfishes could be a big sign, or like stars. Okay, but there's something that's coming. It could be a message, whether it's a call or a text message. It could be communication between your twin flame, your divine masculine, reaching out to you in some form. It could be even reaching out in the dream state or communication of that sort. It could be a communication of moving forward towards your dreams and goals as far as finances go, or your next step to go in towards finances. It could be a call back for a interview, or it could be even, I don't know, like an email or an unexpected check, just unexpected message that's coming through that's been out for quite some while. It's been in pending state. Oh my gosh, yes. So I love how this is coming back out. Emphasis, 333, like how it's really landing underneath the 3 here. So 333. Ascended masters are around. They're helping around shedding these old layers that were no good anymore. It's kind of like similar to a snake, or similar to, you know, lizards, how they like kind of shed off their old layers in order for new ones to come. It's similar to that. So you are going through that process right now in order to get to this state, which is the blossoming abundance. Because Spirit says you have to make room for the new. Otherwise, you will just be pretty much hoarding a bunch of stuff that could be for someone else. They're saying you're holding on to old energy that needs to be shedded off in a few layers, okay? So if this takes time, so be very patient. That's why they had a patience angel on the bottom of the deck in the energy oracle. Yeah, you could be seeing a lot of sixes. 616, 666. But the 616 is a reminder that this has everything to do with the masculine energy right now. Like there's some form of transformation that the masculines are going through. And I feel like the divine, yep, okay. So lost or left behind, feeling left out in the cold. It's kind of like that broken wing analogy, feeling like you have a broken wing. This is also that conflict and chaos, which is that 5 energy. You could be seeing a lot of 5s. I'm from my solar plexus right now, so it lets me know that again, the masculines are confirmation, are receiving a lot of downloads within their golden core. Okay, Spirit says work with yellow citrine if you need to. Okay, yeah, yellow citrine if you work with crystals. Orphaned, which for me represents like someone feeling like if they had some form of, this has everything to do with the family. Okay, so if there was some form of conflict within the family, or feeling left out, or just some form of abuse within the household in the past, whether there was a parent that was absent or not, a parent that left, either a parent that was neglectful, it does not matter what type of environment or state it was, either or, there was some form of feeling left out in the cold, or feeling like not enough, or just feeling not loved. So you could be having some reflections of that in your reality, like if you're having some issues with a family member or someone you consider family, or if you grew up within a household or an environment that wasn't so positive within this light and it was more so of lack here. It's shining a little bit of a light on that a little bit, and it's shedding old layers of that from your psyche. Okay, especially having to do with childhood. All right, so oh yeah, childhood. So exchanging gifts. So this right here is a present that's coming through. 27 reduces to a 9, another 9, so that is the Sagittarius energy. You could also like ballet or just some form of dancing, or it can mean like dance your way through life, is what Spirit is saying. And everything, it's okay to feel sad and to cry it out and to release it. Like these right here reminds me of how much tears you've shed. They're showing me, oh my gosh, they're like trying to take my throat chakra out. They're showing me Alice in Wonderland when she cried an ocean of tears. It ended up where she had to travel in a bottle. So they're showing me Alice in Wonderland, like you are Alice, I see. And whatever you're crying about, that is being used or transmuted in a way. Kind of like alchemy, okay? The tears that you're shedding and crying are going to be used in order to get you to the next stage, all right? So it's not in vain. So you could be also seeing the color pink, and then that can represent also the unconditional love factor. That's the divine feminine energy coming through. You could also be seeing cats as well as a sign or a synchronicity that the divine feminine energy is around, or that the divine feminine energy was never alone to begin with, and that the divine masculine energy is coming in different forms of like animals. Message in the bottle, that could be the gift. There could be a little like communication could be a gift as well. It could be even closing out a cycle and shedding off old layers and closing out and healing certain cycles within yourself or within your family bloodline. That's even something to celebrate. Oops, and that's a gift within itself. Okay, that got old energy. Ooh, feather. So you could be also receiving feathers. Think first before you judge. Wow. And mural, be your own first priority. 25 and 26. That's amazing that this is coming out, guys. So this lets me know that the emphasis of working on thyself is very important, right? This is like that light as a feather, stiff as a board game. If you guys remember playing that, you guys were witches as a child, I swear. You know those like midnight games that you would play on like at the sleepovers and stuff like that with your girlfriends and stuff. So it's like, think first before you judge. You may think that this person would be not able to pick up this person with just 2 fingers, right? But it's like this, something to do with psychologically thinking that it is possible. And also the distribution of weight on your fingers from each person that is helping to lift that individual. Like, it's a conscious effort is what Spirit's saying, the importance of teamwork. Instead of having war with amongst yourselves, you're basically fighting yourself in general, and you're really not going to get anywhere from that. So Spirit is like having to release and let go of any chaos or conflict or any lack mentality, feeling like you're alone, feeling like you're not enough for this. feeling like if you grew up with not so of a happy household that you experienced, you do deserve it. Spirit's trying to let you know that you do deserve this happy home, this happy family. You do deserve abundance. You do deserve this gift and this present, but you have to be open to receive it. Otherwise, we can't give it to you. Oh, right after I just said that. Guys, I relate, because I have a hard time in the beginning stages of receiving, because I was such a giver that I was so used to giving that receiving was such a foreign concept, okay? And if I did receive, it would be things that are not good for me, okay? It wasn't things that were healthy for me. So they had to shine lights and aspects through many different moments of this, having to purge through tears or just having to let go, because I'm seeing a lot of tears coming right now. You could be crying or just releasing through tears or through any form of emotion right now that you're feeling. But it's perfectly normal, okay? So what you're feeling is completely valid. What you're going through is completely valid, okay? However, your responsibility now is to pick up the pieces and where you left off, and to pick up and go from there, and to put the pieces of the puzzles back together again, to make some sense of clarity, to shine some light onto why that thing had to be put to rest. So I'm getting messages. What is this? Oh my gosh, yes. So sun, paint the sun back into your sky. I love how the light right here, 11, you could be seeing 1111 as make a wish, old wishes coming true, okay? Also, you have the power to paint your own light, all right? Your own rainbow, paint your own sun. See, there's this emphasis of the golden core of the sun in general, and you see how there's this darkness. So this person has been in darkness for quite some time, but they realize that the power has been within them all along, within their brush, and that they are a powerful magician. So instead of just waiting for the sun, this person decided, I'm going to paint the sun and make my own sun. Okay, it's like being the creator of your own world. It's that magician energy. Yeah, so 7, sword, make the change. Didn't I say that there's this emphasis of making changes these days? So again, 7 is a big number when it comes to spiritual awakenings. So you could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or have that within your chart, or it could be within your counterpart's chart. But remember what I said, it's about looking in the mirror and addressing what needs to be changed. I literally said that when I was opening this up. Okay, so confirmation that you are the sun, you are the moon, you are the stars, all right? It's knowing your worth and your power. Also, reminder, if you're having a hard time looking at yourself in the mirror and you feel like you can't face yourself, then that means there's certain parts of yourself that you are refusing to look at, or that you are scared of, and that you're avoiding out of sheer fear. Okay, and that is okay. I get it, all right? Especially when people are in some form of in denial. And I feel like in denial or seeing through a left ear ring, having ignorance or seeing something from a different perspective and then changing it, okay? So I feel like right now you could also be cutting your hair or making some drastic changes within the physical, cutting out people, places, and things that no longer serve you, as well as thoughts and beliefs from the past. Even things that were passed down from your family, generational things like generational beliefs and all of that, things that you feel like is not right and should not be passed down any further within the bloodline. You are making sure to cut that out, and you're making sure to make a change within that, and that's great. So oh my goodness, red. Yep, forgive, 10. So divine feminines, this is a big, see this 10, 11. So you're moving forward, okay? Or it could be 11, 10, like taking a step backwards in order to go back to square one, just to readdress what's going on. So 10, this bathtub, also reminder, taking spiritual baths would be a great thing as far as cleansing and letting go of old energy and shedding things out, okay? And as well as cutting cords. So making sure to cleanse yourself or stay on top of cleansing is very important. But I also see that there's this apple theme. So apples is also a synchronicity for the divine feminine energy, all right? It's about, again, the emphasis of clearing through ignorance. When you bite the apple, it makes you see from a total different perspective. It's kind of like that red pill, blue pill thing from the Matrix. The more that you choose to hang on to anger or past disappointments, okay, the lack mentality or whatnot, the more that you hang on to that, the more of that energy that you are taking in, which is staying in that 3D mentality, that lack mentality. Spirit is asking you to nurture yourself, okay, as if you were a plant, right? You are a plant. You're kind of similar to it. I also see a bamboo right here, which means that you are strong just like the bamboo. You can look up what bamboo means to you, but it's a very strong plant and it is used for many different things within life or within home. You're adaptable. I also see that Spirit's saying, Divine Feminines, it is time to release and let go and to forgive and to let go of the past disappointments. Specifically, a message for the Divine Feminines. They said, I know the Divine Masculines, they're working on their own forgiveness as far as family issues. If they had a parent that was absent or that walked out, or if it had to do with some form of abuse or narcissistic abuse that was passed down, okay, through the blood lineage, you're learning to forgive and let that go from family dynamics and issues. But I also see that this is more so you forgiving your twin flame, or whatever you want to call it, your soulmate, your high counterpart, your soul flame, your beloved. Releasing and letting the past go and staying in the present moment and seeing what you can do to make a change to move forward, okay? So I feel like you were in the dark for quite some time, but I feel like now that sun is coming back in order to, or that light is coming back in order for you to, you know, see from a different perspective. Yes, stars. Didn't I say you're the sun, moon, and stars? You can manifest your every wish. Oh my gosh. Like I said, you are a manifestor. This is the magician energy, okay? Also, I'm feeling Aquarius too. Big Aquarius energy. So you can manifest anything that you wish, okay? Don't... The limitations are only just an illusion within your mind, within your psyche. And it's also something that was passed down from generation as well. Like if you felt like you were told growing up that not enough, or if you were told that you were never enough for something, or you weren't going to amount out to something, Spirit is saying release those old mindsets and those old beliefs. Feeling like you're going to be left out in the cold, feeling like, you know, you'll never have this happy home life or happy marriage or happy family, whatever it may be that you feel like you feel for some form of lack. Spirit is saying that you can always rewrite the story. You can always flip the switch if you need to, okay? You are the sun, moon, and stars. You are the magician. You are the high priestess, the high priest. You are the creator. So, let me see. Also, it could be someone views you as their star or as their sun or as their moon. So that's very romantic, by the way. I always state that you guys, when the stars collide, that creates more of a personal inner union. Okay. Any energy for masculine or feminine? Masculine or feminine? Messages for masculine or feminine from Spirit? Archangels, Starseed family, ancestors. Anything you would like to say to both? Oops. Masculine or feminine? Yes, don't let pride get in your way. I was feeling Leo, guys. Feeling more so, this is being proud of your accomplishments. Like, give yourself more credit where credit is due. I'm also saying that if you're letting pride get in your way or ego get in your way as far as moving forward, or letting fear get in the way of this dynamic, which is your divine masculine, divine feminine, there is being light shedded on certain aspects within your life, or certain dynamics or certain cycles that play out where you are letting your ego kind of take over. Now, that's not something that everybody wants to hear, but it is true. Like, ego is not always seen as bad. There is a healthy ego and then there's an unhealthy ego. It's important to shed off that unhealthy ego in order to create that new healthy mindset, okay? Because ego represents the divine masculine energy within us. So ego is quite needed and it's necessary. So you can't totally rid yourself of your ego. That's impossible. So people like to say, like, entirely get rid of your whole ego. No, that's what is the divine masculine energy. You need that energy in order to complete you. Does that make sense? But do not let it get so much out of hand to the point where it creates too much destruction within your life, okay? Where there's no room for building, is what Spirit is saying. So don't let pride get in your way. And Spirit is saying, speak your truth, all right? This sword right here, if you feel something about something or some way, speak your truth. Open your throat, speak it out, but speak it in a healthy way, in a more constructive manner than to speak and get your point across in a negative, destructive like manner. I'm starting to notice, okay, oh my gosh, Spirit's calling out. Words that we say, or the words that we speak out into the universe, are very important that we pay attention to, okay? Because that really does create our reality, what we say, okay? I'm also saying that If you are not saying something out of pride, like not saying something is also a response as well. Spirit is saying speak what's on your mind, speak from your heart, you know, speak with pride. Like when you walk in a room, make sure you hold your head up high, all right, but not too high to the point where your nose is touching the ceiling is what Spirit said. Like find a healthy balance within that, between you both, all right? Because as much as you guys don't want to hear it, there's certain aspects within your ego that you guys reflect with one another. So even if you guys are like having some form of like words that are being exchanged that are kind of prideful in some form, it creates some form of like this type of feeling. Spirit is saying those trigger some moments or things that are happening within your life. It's all needed for the big picture in the end, but you can't see it just now. Does that make sense? Yes, the end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn, and then we have adjustments are required. Yep. So this is 10th house energy. This is also 5th house energy as well. You also have Capricorn or Leo within the chart, or it could be just the energy that is going on right now. Your 10-10 is what I'm seeing. Like divine intervention is happening, like Spirit is coming in order to help move this journey along. We have, yep, new moon in Aries, time to take actions. Now, no longer will we be in that like stalemate in that way, as far as like feeling this lack mentality in a way, or feeling like left out in the cold in some form, whether it was mentally, emotionally, or physically. That is going to be let go. That is going to be closing out, which is why you're also seeing 9s as well, because you're almost there. You're like nearly there. And if you're seeing 10s, you're like closing out, or you may be going through some tough moments within your life, whether it's financially, whether it's spiritually or emotionally, it does not matter. Romantically, right now, Spirit is saying that there's going to be actions taken right now from either party in order to create change. Spirit is asking you to take that actions needed in order to create that change, rather than just, you know, putting it out to the universe and just expecting for something to happen. Spirit is saying no, you need to let go of the cycle, let it go entirely, and kiss it goodbye, and then open up for this new beginning. It's something that I had to explain to a family member not too long ago, is that people think that closing out cycles are like really hard, but really they're not. It really requires for you to just let go, okay, rather than just working hard. Spirit is saying don't keep running yourself into a brick wall, is what Spirit is saying. So just let go entirely and start from scratch, okay? You see how this painting the sun is starting from a blank canvas. Oh my gosh, guys, no way. An owl spirit and a crow spirit. You see clearly now. 43 and 17. Wow, you could be seeing the numbers 7, 17. You could also be seeing birds or crows. Co-create with Spirit is that magician energy. It represents the difference between what is right and what is wrong, or if there even is a thing. So 717 means you're on the right path, okay? Owls is that high priestess and that magician. So I just showed you the owl represents the high priestess, the crow represents the magician energy. Ask Spirit, ancestors, Starseed family, passed on loved ones, even if you guys want to speak, what would you like to send as a message to the Twin Flame Collective, or just overall the Starseed Collective? Take a leap of faith. Wow. You see that? So right after this cycle closes, there's this new beginning right here. And this is that taking action. Also, if you're seeing a cricket or a grasshopper, that is a good luck sign for wealth, abundance, and prosperity. So you are manifesting this wealth, abundance, and prosperity. See the 333? That is fertility energy. That is birth of something new. It's that Empress energy. Okay, cool. Also pay attention to lions. If you're seeing lions or lionesses, you could also be seeing zebras, or you could be seeing giraffes. I'm also seeing owls, okay, of course. Grasshoppers as included. What are also another message you want to send to the collective? Ooh, scarab beetle, magic work. Oh my God, this is the magician. Oh my goodness, magic works through you. So this is alchemy. This is also star seeds from ancient Kemet. I'm feeling like a lot of star seeds from ancient Kemet. You could also have past lives to where you remember you were a high priest or a high priestess, and you kind of bring that knowledge from that lifetime into this one. Okay. So they're also saying bring in the knowledge and wisdom that you have from many different lifetimes and apply it to this lifetime. Okay. Oh, wow. Love it. Eagle spirit. Spirit has your back. Number 5, 23. You could be also seeing these numbers, 52, 23, or 30. Could be ages. Could be a birth date or some sort. But spirit has your back. So you could be seeing eagles. That is a form of ultimate freedom. That's also a very ancient ancestor. You could be Native American as well, or have some type of Native American past lives, or just cultural ties to Native culture. I'm also seeing ancient Kemet, which is, you know, old starseed souls that I'm seeing. Also represents that you are definitely protected on this journey. So if you're worried that you're not protected, or that is just an illusion within itself, and that you're heavily watched over from above. Okay, you're also receiving feathers as well as a sign from any birds of that sort. But I also see that, like, the eagle represents being able to fly above any storm. Okay, seeing from different perspectives. You're seeing clearly now is what Spirit is saying. Oh my gosh, I split the deck. We have 10 of Pentacles. Information. Who am I speaking to as far as, like, or what is Spirit wanting to address as far as, like, between both masculine and feminine qualities? Like, what is I know that they want you guys to take a leap of faith towards one another, especially the divine masculine energy. I feel like taking a step towards the divine feminine energy in due time, all right, within divine timing. So it's not to be rushed or anything. Everything has a process, and it's going by how the divine is setting it up right now, or how it was set up originally. Okay, because they said that this journey is written in the stars, so it's a very ancient story, or a love story. Your story right now is being written in the Akashic records even presently, or you can access the Akashic records if you believe in that. I would start by connecting with the Archangel Metatron for connecting with the Akashic records if you wish to do so. Okay. Oh my gosh, I thought I heard something flip, but I can't find it. Very sneaky. 8 of Wands. That communication, that storm energy. Remember I said flying above a storm? It just landed right where the eagle is. Oh. Oh, okay. I'm done pulling. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, lovely. So, I like how all of this kind of came out. Wow, we have 9 of Pentacles. We have Knight of Pentacles. We have 8 of Wands. We have 3 of Swords. Sorry, 6 of Swords. Goodness gracious. We have the Magician. Oh, no freaking way. So, we have the Strength card. So, let me go ahead and I usually like to read them. I'm starting to read my cards upside down. I'm starting to read reversals now, which is great because Spirit gives me the green light now to start. Because I can read it regardless if it's upside down or not. So I'm not worrying about it. Then we have the Death card and the Justice card. Oh my goodness, guys. So we have the Leo energy that I was referring to earlier. We also have Scorpio here. We have Gemini and Virgo energy coming through, and Libra. So Libra, Gemini, Virgo, Scorpio, and Leo. So 9 of Pentacles, it's that focusing on oneself. It's that nurturing yourself, that self-care, that self-love. And I feel like you're in that mode right now, Divine Feminine. Kicking back, relaxing. This is that abundance energy, feeling okay with yourself, that independence. It also represents someone who I feel like is living the single life, or has been for quite some time, or has been single. I'm also seeing Knight of Pentacles is also the slowest moving knight, but when it gets there, it stays there for the long haul. So this lets me know that whatever gift that's coming through, or offer, or new beginning that's coming through, it's here to be stable. It's foundational. 8 of Wands is that storm energy. So it may come in the form of a storm, okay? And what I mean by that is that usually storms are it should be seen as like a messenger, kind of like similar to a bird. Storms, I used to see them as pretty bad as well. Like I used to fear them. And the fact that we have a storm right here and right here, right above one another, that means that there's some significance, I feel like, having to do with that. Or a storm like learning to calm your inner storm, learning to calm your inner thoughts. As well as the storm that you went through is now going to pass. You see, this person was quite afraid, and she has this worried look, and this is the 3 of Swords, which is that heartbreak. So It lets me know that since this is right above the Scorpio card, which is death, that there will be an end to any heartbreak that happened in the past, okay? Whether it was a third-party situation. Now, what I mean by third party, it doesn't mean romantically. It could also mean someone that just kind of broke your heart in some form and just kind of left it like that. Or I also see a feather right here, so some significance too, like a feather. You could also, Spirit says, journaling out your emotions and thoughts, and your heartbreak will also help to heal this heart, as you see here, okay? And we also have a crow in the background, which represents that Scorpio energy, that magician energy, right? Since we have that here for confirmation, okay? But there will be an ending when it comes to that heartbreak, or feeling like it's that lack, feeling scared, okay? So the fact that she's right here claiming her power, it's like it's a grown-up, mature version of the same person. So I see that, yes, you are also ending certain aspects or heartbreak that happened within your childhood. Things that scared you as a child, it doesn't scare you as much any longer. Or things that used to scare you. So we have Justice, which is Libra. This is that balanced situation that's happening, okay? I love the cats. You could be seeing a lot of cats, black cats, white cats, as signs or synchronicities that your counterpart is near you or that spirit is around. We have another lion, okay? Another emphasis on Leo as well as lion energy, which is that protection. I also see that divine feminine. This represents that, or divine masculine. You guys could be receiving certain, like the same synchronicity, but like in different forms. So say for instance, like this lion is an ancestor to this little black cat right here, okay? The Six of Swords is moving on to clearer waters, okay? So that heartbreak, you're moving on from that. No longer are you going to be stuck in that loathing mentality. The more that you nurture yourself and love yourself, okay, even though it's a long process, it's worth it. Okay, the Magician is that divine masculine energy. They're learning to manifest new beginnings as well. This is that abundance, prosperity. This is that manifesting that new beginning, that Knight of Pentacles coming forward. I also see this cat is reporting to this Magician. I feel like you're being watched, divine feminine. I feel like it's more so of being watched from either the masculine energy. I feel like more so either on social media or through spirit or through synchronicities or animals. I have a feeling that they have like some messengers, kind of like similar to an owl for the divine feminines. The divine masculines are like sending forms of lions or just black cats, or they have a certain animal in general that's around them that they send as a synchronicity. It could be even a bird or an eagle, okay, that they're sending to you guys as a sign that they're around and they're watching, and then they go back and report it to the person or the original owner, okay? You could also be seeing roses as a sign for abundance or growth. I'm also seeing leaves falling, so this has something to do with the autumn. We're still in autumn season, we're still in the fall equinox, so we're still shedding old layers and energy, manifesting this brand new beginning. It's going to take some time, and if it has taken some time, you have been patiently waiting and just working at yourself and just focusing on yourself. So this new beginning will be coming quite soon in the form of like unexpected ways, right? In a storm like energy, okay? But you are the storm. It's realizing that you are the sun, you are the stars, you are the moon, but you also are the storm. So there's nothing to fear. The storm is not to be feared because you are the storm, is what Spirit is saying. This rainy like energy, the storm, this tornado, it's like Dorothy or the Wizard of Oz, feeling like there's like no place like home, but really the home has always been within you. Also, this energy right here, the Magician and the Strength card and the Death card, all of this and the Eight of Wands, it reminds me that you've been looking and seeking for a power outside of you, but really the power has always been within you all along. And that's very important to know. Okay, so love messages from, oh, I see an ascended, look at that, Ascended Masters and Angels. I'm just going to pull that out, and there's childhood memories. So, yep, that's cool. So, I'm asking from knocking out old energies from previous reading. Messages from your counterpart. Messages from your counterpart can be from the divine feminine or divine masculine. Make it specific. I was trying, okay, fine. So, kiss your forehead. I love you. And I smile when you talk about things that make you happy. I love that. So kissing your forehead and cheek is like kissing your third eye. So that's very intimate. So I feel like there's this awakening when it comes to clarity within the eye, or gaining memories, or seeing something from a different perspective. Different cultural, religious backgrounds. So you guys can come from many different backgrounds, different religions, different race, different ethnicity, different beliefs and morals, different ways that you guys grew up. Okay, so you guys are learning to kind of merge that, okay, because sometimes it can create kind of chaos if you don't know how to be open-minded or kind of accept the other person's perspective as well. So Spirit is really asking you guys to see from not just your own, but from the others as well. Okay, and then I love you, a smile and talk of things that make you happy. Beautiful. I have spiritual awakening, dark night of the soul. So this is that death energy. That's that storm, that darkness that you guys been through. It was necessary, okay? You guys are learning to no longer be afraid of the dark, okay? You're learning to accept your shadow self, doing a lot of shadow work. Also, you're seeing, again, that's seeing from a different perspective, that spiritual awakening, the third eye awakening. I'm working on making this a reality. Yep. So you guys are manifesting. You're the magician. You guys are manifesting things into reality. The chemistry is out of this world. Yes. So it is. You guys are definitely not from this world. You're a part of it, basically. So you guys are. This love is not just fixed to just this lifetime or this world. Okay. It's many different lifetimes. I learned so much from you. Wow, you guys learn so much from one another through many of the karmic cycles that you guys been through. You guys are teaching each other. You guys are soulmates to one another. You guys are learning to grow, whether you're with each other in the physical or not. Okay, a few more. Portal gateway. Wow. So yep, the 1212 portal gateway is very important right now. So pay attention to that. Okay. Very important, and as well as I see that there's this doorway that you guys are walking towards, which is that new beginning. You guys are closing out and finally saying goodbye to the old. Like, okay, no longer being afraid. The portal gateway is also your heart, by the way. The doorway, yes, is your heart. So opening the heart is very important. Yep. Divine timing. So everything happening within divine timing. Okay. Oh. I pray for your well-being. Praying to your spirit guides as well as others. Ooh, winter. So something to do with winter, like winter season. 1212 portal is also within winter. So we're also entering Sagittarius, which is also in winter, December. Okay, also Capricorn. The reason why they were showing Capricorn earlier is because after Sagittarius comes Capricorn, which is 10th house energy. So we're entering out of Scorpio, which is 8th. We're going into 9th, which is that knowledge, that gaining knowledge, clarity, truth, learning lessons, carrying that with us. Okay, being the alchemist as well as the teacher. Then we're going to be moving on to Capricorn, which is the abundance, the rewards. This is the life purpose. This is your career aspects, okay? So 10th house Capricorn is quite important. It's that Saturn energy. That's that karma. Karma that's owed to you. Whether you see it bad or good, I mean, that's up to you. Okay, more messages from your counterpart. Meet me at the bridge, which is the portal gateway. It also means meet me halfway. Okay. Putting equal effort, both give and take. It also represents if there was a bridge that was burned before, it will be rebuilt. Or if the need to build some, burn some bridges right now, that you're kissing that match and you're lighting that shit and you're letting it go. Okay. Beautiful eyes. We have, you guys love each other's eyes. The eyes are the window to the soul. So there's something about your guys' eyes, whether it's the color, the shape, or just the soul that's inside, that's quite significant. Didn't I say communication? Oh my gosh. And the communication is probably an apology. The message in, okay, so that's probably what the gift is. Communication. And if you're already in communication, it's about taking accountability for past actions and then moving forward. Okay. And if you're already in union and you've already been in communication for quite some time, Then this is more so new ways in how you guys are communicating to one another. You guys are learning to take accountability for your mistakes in the past. You're learning to say, I am sorry, I take accountability, and this is what I'm going to do to change this behavior moving forward. You guys are learning that concept. If there's any form of miscommunication in the past, you guys are learning to, like I said, see from each other's perspective rather than your own. You guys are learning to speak each other's love languages, or learn each other's love languages, okay? Learning to communicate properly, learning to open up that throat chakra and speak from your heart, okay, is very important. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and end this off here and do a little pick a card reading for everybody. It's going to be a little fun thing. Okay, so I'm really excited. If you guys are just here just for the general reading, then that's okay. But if you guys want to watch the pick a card reading, I will be coming back on here for that a little bit later on. But thank you so much for watching. Go ahead and like and subscribe and let me know if it resonated or not. And go ahead and check out the description box that I have below. That will have also links listed to playlists, as well as you can donate to the channel if you wish. A small donation would be very much appreciated, and it will be used toward gaining more tarot decks and oracle decks for the future, different forms of divination for this channel. So that's only if you wish to. You are not forced to in any form of way, but it is appreciated, and thank you to all that do. Okay, so much love to you guys. See you guys in my next video.